But did you have self-esteem? Maybe Vienna wouldn't wait for me.
Yes, that's Grey Worm from Game of Thrones in the music video. Well, you might not have known, he's also a musician, goes by the stage name of Raleigh Ritchie. Joining us today is Jacob Anderson. Hello.
Hi.
So we have so much to talk about, especially Game of Thrones last season, but first let's talk about your music. So talk to me about this Raleigh Ritchie name. Where does this come from?
It's actually, do you know, it's quite a New York name. It's from a film called The Royal Tenenbaums, which is about a New York family who are like, it's just about a dysfunctional family, which I think most of us have them to some degree. But yeah, it's two characters from that film. Their character called Raleigh St. Clair and then Richie Tenenbaum. And I was like, I kind of identify with those characters. Also, I just wanted a name I wanted to be named after a Bill Murray character.
Which
For no real reason.
Just because?
Yeah, just
I mean, you're a big Bill Murray fan.
Yeah.
Have you ever met him?
No, I kind of don't want to. He's mythical, right? Have you met him?
I have not.
Right.
It's one of those things is you don't want to meet your hero sometimes.
Yeah.
Because what if you meet him and you're disappointed?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Also, like, what if I met him and it was really kind of like boring?
Yeah.
Like, I expect Bill Murray, he's got to like come up behind you and tap you on the shoulder and say, they'll never believe you.
Yeah.
That he does.
I think just don't meet him.
Yeah.
Right? Just
No, I'm
admire
gonna
from
avoid him.
afar. Avoid him completely.
If I see him, I'm gonna run.
Get
I'm
out
just
of
gonna
there.
run in the opposite direction.
Your music is awesome. I feel
Thank
like a lot of
you.
people don't even know that you have this other life, this other name. Who are your musical inspirations?
I've got lots of inspirations, but I think like when I was a kid, I listened to just a lot of pop music. Like I love the Spice Girls.
You love the Spice Girls.
Yeah, of course.
Are you gonna check them out on their tour?
Yeah. I mean, no, do you know what? I haven't got tickets. I say yes. I'm gonna probably try and like find a way to see them. But yeah, I wouldn't say Spice Girls are like my main musical inspiration, but yeah, like my dad used to listen to like the Smiths and the Clash and stuff. He introduced me to that kind of stuff. And then, but I love Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
It was like, for me, like a real moment of like, yeah, you can write songs that are basically like diary entries. They're like the inside of your head. And that's something that I needed as a teenager.
You're releasing a sophomore album this summer. Doesn't have a name yet.
No.
Doesn't, but what can fans expect? How's it gonna be different than your first album?
I think I mean, it's not completely finished yet. So it could change, but I feel like this album's the first album was about like that transition from being a child into being an adult. And I think this album's more about like just how to be an adult. Adulting, I should call it adulting.
Yeah, that's good and hard.
Failing
too.
upwards.
If you could do a song with someone from Game of Thrones, who would it be? Is there someone that's surprisingly musical in the cast?
Yeah, do you know what? I think there's a band, and it's like, there's a band of like, it's Ian Glenn, who plays Jorah, Richard Dormer, who plays Beric Dondarrion, and Rory, the Hound.
Yeah.
They've got like a band, they play like skiffle, it's like country kind of thing.
And they actually go and play at places?
So when we're in Belfast, they'll just go to like a pub and go and join another band and just start playing and jamming, and they sit and sing Tom Waits songs on set sometimes.
Have you joined them yet?
No, because the thing is, I can't jam on an instrument or anything, so, and they wouldn't want me anyway. They'd be like, I don't think I'd be welcome. But I'd love to have one of those guys just come and like maybe Rory can come and play harmonica on a song or something. I think it'd be cool, and unexpected.
Yeah, I think that'd be amazing. If you could feature a Game of Thrones co-star in a music video, who would it be?
I kind of want to say everyone, just because I'm not leaving people out.
Cast.
Yeah,
even the characters that died.
Yeah. I know Maisie's done a few videos, so I'd ask her because she's experienced in it.
She'd be great.
Yeah,
did you watch the video that she did where she spoils?
Oh, with Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Did you actually believe that she spoiled it?
So this is the weird thing. I know how it ends. I know what happens. But yeah, I believed. For a split second, I was like, wait, am I missing something? It's the hands. It's the shaking hands.
Her hands were shaking.
Yeah. It's great.
Let's do a little walk down memory lane. Talk to me about how you first auditioned for this role.
I auditioned in, I think it was like 2012, I want to say, 2011. And I was very scared. because I like the show a lot. But yeah, my scenes were all in English when I first auditioned. So I had no idea that I was going to have to speak, not just like with an accent, but that I actually had to learn bits of a different language. That was a surprise. They sprung that one on me. They're like, here's a bit of good news, you've got the part. The bad news is you've got like 3 weeks to learn Valyrian. And I was like, what's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last season, obviously kind of bittersweet. You worked with a lot of these amazing actors. Is there someone that you're going to particularly miss the most?
I'm going to miss everyone. I'm going to miss like Team Danny, that group.
Yeah.
Because obviously they're the people I spend the most time with. And like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say this, I might be starting something, but I feel like we're like the fun ones.
Oh.
We're like the immature ones. We like to dance. We like to make each other laugh, and yeah, I'm gonna miss Natalie and Amelia, Conliffe, Peter.
It's a good group.
My gang.
I think you might start something by saying you're the fun group, though.
Yeah, no.
We asked fans of the show if they had any questions for you, and they definitely do. We got a lot of responses, so we're gonna ask you a few in this segment that we are calling "The Realm Demands Answers." Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the first one.
You guys were always filming in separate countries, separate locations. Was finally being together overwhelming? Were there rivalries between the Winterfell crew and the Daenerys crew? What was it like, all the main cast, like, basically being in the same place for the first time?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're all kind of on different schedules and everything.
Well, it's also an interesting question because who knows who was together at what point?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I can say that we all know that Danny's in the north now. So yeah, there was some mashups.
Yeah.
I think, do you know what? But again, back to the point, I'm just gonna really push this idea that we're like the fun group now.
Yeah.
But it's just really interesting to see like the dynamics of other groups of people, like other houses. It's really fun to like, you know, work with new people.
Yeah.
Whoever they may be.
You're very safe, and I appreciate it.
It's a clever question.
Let's take a look at the next question here. We have a tweet. Given your character's physical situation, were you surprised the Game of Thrones writers gave Grey Worm a romantic storyline?
That was a very smart way of putting that, physical situation. Yeah, I guess I was surprised, actually. That's not really somewhere I would have thought from knowing his physical situation. However, it's something that I think is really great about their relationship. I'm really proud of that as a thing in TV, to have kind of a relationship story that's based on their bond is based on more than power or what they can get out of each other. It's about connection, and it's about acceptance. And I think that their physical romance is about two people accepting each other. And yeah, I'm really proud to be a part of that. I think it's cool. You don't see a lot of eunuchs on TV. I mean, you see a lot of them on our show, but
yeah,
you don't see a lot of eunuch love.
All right, we have another one. Listen to this one.
If Grey Worm had to fight another Game of Thrones character to the death, who would you want to see him go up against, and why?
I would love to see a fight between Grey Worm and Oberyn Martell. Just because they both got spear stuff.
Yeah.
I think he talked too much and he died. Grey Worm's not a big talker. He's like, he's more like
focused.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think he would die again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's good to hear that you guys all get along, and it's like a hilarious time on set. You guys can catch him on Game of Thrones when the final season premieres April 14th on HBO. Also listen to his still-to-be-titled sophomore album. It's coming out this summer.